Season of the Deep's quest finale. A new mission to stop Xivu Arath from taking Ahsa. Sloane's corruption reaches a boiling point, and Ahsa tells us how to follow the witness, bringing back a god of deception. Welcome Guardians, let's discuss week 6 of Season of the Deep. This week begins with a new mission. Pretty much all we have gameplay-wise, but the story implications are huge. Savathun tells us that after the last deep dive, Xivu Arath and her forces began to attack Ahsa, perform a hive ritual to wound her, and perhaps worse. Ahsa tried to intervene to stop this ritual herself, but current status was unknown. Ahsa and Sloane begin to track her, Savathun with his war beasts, and we head in to assist and stop the ritual.
Change of plans. Xivu Arath struck while you were returning from the dive. Hive deception slipped through our guard, and Ahsa was targeted by a hive ritual. Xivu Arath's voice tore through the air like a wall of swords. We think it wounded Ahsa, but she swam off to try and interrupt the ritual before we could do anything. Ahsa and Sloane are tracking her to the ritual site, and I am mobilizing the Iron War beasts to support them. We need you in the fight, Guardian. I'm sending coordinates to your ghost, but we have no idea what to expect there. Deploy to the ritual site and disrupt the hive. The hunt is on.
The Deputy Commander, Saint, and I will set up a perimeter to draw the hive's attention. Then the Guardian can break through unscathed.
The Iron War beasts prepare to support our assault. Say the word.
Keep them in reserve until the Guardian has eyes on Ahsa.
Daylight's burning, and she's in pain. I can feel it.
I'll find you on the field, Sloane. Hit your marks, and we'll get this done. Move out.
Fire team, check in. I've reached my position on the left flank. I've encountered a ritual.
I'm setting up on the right. Looks like a smaller ritual site here, too.
Pushing toward the commander's position now.
My drop pod is deployed to your location, Sloane. Drifter, you're on tack.
Well, all right. Taking energy, spiking up ahead of you, hero.
That must be Ahsa. Ah! My arm! Whatever they're doing, it's getting worse. If we're gonna do something about it, now's the time!
Guardian, start pushing forward. As soon as Saladin's pod hits ground, we launch our diversion.
We track Ahsa with Drifter while the others hold off incoming forces. Zavala, Savathun, Sloane, and Saint all stand tall. Along the way, we see some signs of Sloane suffering from Xivu's corruption. She screams out in pain, talking about her arm, the taken parts of her, but we progress anyway. At certain moments, Xivu goes all crazy as we can hear, trying to take Ahsa. In the end, we stop the hive ritual and fall back to protect Ahsa as she swims back to the arcology. We then get a crazy cutscene.
Pod grounded. I'm in position.
Guardians, strike!
Found the long girl. Guardian's almost there. Dropping a ping to the fire team.
Taking fire! Repositioning!
I've got you.
They are overrunning our position. Zavala!
Drop cords and focus fire on their ritualists. No one gets past us.
Wait. These rituals... They're trying to take Ahsa!
That's a whole lot of magic. And I bet those wizards are holding the reins. Get in there and start breaking things. Every wizard you put in the dirt makes a dent. Plug away, hero.
Ahsa just got a second wind, Guardian. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
War beasts, deploy. You will take that position.
Clever, warrior of the sky.
Hold on, Ahsa. We're coming!
The coward flesh must be taken.
Last one. Long girl should be home free.
Excellent work, Guardian. Fire team, check in.
Down to a sword, but Hive and Taken forces routed.
They will not run far. So any Titans, we encircle them like impenetrable walls. Ha!
Clear your zones, and fall back to defensive positions around Ahsa as she swims back to the arcology.
Consider it done. War beasts, you fought well. Extra rations for all.
What's Ahsa's status?
I've got an eye on her, and I'm shipping a transmat beacon your way. Hold on to your boots.
Xivu Arath's forces are in full retreat.
Good. Time to complete the mission.
Our dance will never end. I am war. You carry my banner. Cling to me like hope. What are you without me? Sink into my embrace. Drown in the deep. Fight forever.
Stand down, Deputy. Sometimes the battle is stepping away from the battle. We're with you all the way.
The true path lies obscured, but she knows the way. She who hides truth in deception. The Witch Queen must rise.
Sloane connects to Ahsa one last time, but Xivu takes over and speaks. Xivu's corruption almost consumes Sloane. She has the crown splitter up to Zavala's throat about to kill him, but he talks her down that she doesn't need to battle all the time. She can step away and relax from the mission, from this moment. This kind of reminds me of that moment back on Tor Battle when Xivu infected those Cabal and began that all-out war there. What if the same thing happened here through Sloane? But it doesn't, and she's able to relax and the corruption recedes. Ahsa speaks one last time though before using most of her power. The true path forward is obscured through that portal, but the Queen in Deception knows the way. The Witch Queen must rise. So this is crazy. I was so happy at this moment when I first saw this. Savathun was a big bad, an enemy of the city and the Guardians, but she also helped us to some extent. Both during the collapse and tried to during Witch Queen sealing the Traveler away. Yes, that would have caused some big issues for the last city, but it could have prevented the Witness's arrival and final shape. The path forward seems clear. We must track down her ghost Umaru and make a deal to bring Savathun back and to learn how to enter the portal to stop the Witness in this final shape. In the helm, Saladin and Saint disagree with this idea heavily, but Zavala reassures them that it's the only way.
We're lying on Savathun. This is what it's come to.
Tell me you're not serious.
I am. Ahsa has given us a way to follow the Witness.
This cannot be the only way.
Everyone in this room understands the risks. But we finally have a path forward. We can't wait for another.
The Empress won't take kindly to this news.
You stand on her counsel. Convince her.
I cannot watch the Witch Queen rise again, Zavala. To scheme against us,
to steal another face? No!
She won't be given the opportunity. Eris and Ikora will keep the situation under our control.
Imaru isn't one to be baited into a trap.
Not a trap. A bargain. We're all against the witness. Savathun's ghost has no choice but to cooperate.
I'll convey your decision and assurances to the Empress. Commander, Guardians.
We tried to control the Witch Queen before. I saw how that ended, Zavala. It is a treacherous path. When she strays, as I know she will, even one claw.
My fist will be right behind yours.
I hope I am wrong. But right now, I cannot see how. Osiris will hear of this. I imagine he will have words too.
There's a long night ahead of us. Let's be the beacons others need to follow. At least until we make it through this.
Sloane wraps up at the Halo projector. Ahsa is in hibernation now. If you visit her through the portal, you can see her eye is shut, and this mission is currently complete. Sloane can relax, protect Ahsa here on Titan, and even return to the city in due time.
We did it, Guardian. Cut a swath through the Taken and got the intel we needed. The mission is complete. I've waited a long time to say those words. And I used to dread the moment that comes after. But not anymore. I thought I needed the mission to draw my focus, to drown out all the noise. All of this. But not focusing on it doesn't mean it isn't there. It's a part of me now. I'll carry it with me wherever I go. And that's okay. I'm strong enough to shoulder that weight, especially if I don't have to do it alone. Ahsa's in hibernation now. All that strain on our psychic link has worn her out. Poor girl's earned some time to rest. She won't be alone, either. I'll camp out on Titan and watch over her. Just like she watched over me. That's not to say I'll never return to the tower. When I do, I know there'll be a place for me, and people to welcome me home. Take care, Guardian. And watch your back when you dig up Savathun. If you ever need to punch her lights out, you know where to find me.
In the final terminal entry, Zavala and Sloane speak about their past and some visits they may come to have at various shops around the city.
Commander, on Titan I had a moment of weakness. Xivu Arath.
At ease, Sloane. You resisted the will of a hive god. An apology isn't necessary.
Everything I'd done since they took Titan. That was the moment. And I almost faltered.
A metal tested leaves an impression. Something Saladin used to recite when we were young.
It's more than an impression. I accepted a lot, thinking I wasn't coming back. When we secured Titan before, it was survival. But we had hope, a goal. We won, and it was over. This time, something's dragging me back, like that struggle's all there is.
That sounds all too familiar.
Oh?
I was married once.
You're kidding. What was her name, this woman who wooed old man Zavala?
Sophia. Together, we raised a son. Hakim.
Oh.
It was the Dark Age. I was Saladin's charge. Young, reckless, enchanted by a warm memory now.
I've never heard you talk about those days. Is Renpier's drunken noodle still there, or did we lose it in some catastrophe?
It's still standing. Expanded, actually. Let's talk in person. I'll clear the match schedule.
Uh-oh. Must be for someone important.
An old friend.
Well, I don't know what I would have done if Renpier's blew up while I was gone. Sometimes those noodles held me together.
We would have rebuilt it. Brick by brick, if that's what it took.
But anyway, Guardians, there you have the end of Season of the Deep story quest. The quest this week was kind of short, mission or gameplay wise, but you know the point of this channel, we talk about the story, and there were some huge implications this week leading into whatever next season's going to be called. If you'd like to stay up to date on everything involving Destiny's story, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.